everybody, today we're in the car and we're not going to do any driving. Today's going to be a very unusual video. It's different ways you can dehydrate foods off the grid. I hope you stay tuned. Hi everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to share with you different ways that you can dehydrate food and it doesn't cost you any electricity. So here we go. We're in my car. Did you know one of the easiest ways to dehydrate your food is right inside your vehicle? These are hot peppers. Now the hot peppers do give off a gas when they are drying, so you want to have your windows open. But you can dry anything that you wish on the dashboard of your vehicle. Take a look at that and look at all the room that we have. This is a free dehydrator that you can use anytime in the summer, especially when the sun is hot and bright. You know your car gets to be over 150 degrees. So here's just one way. Here's just one way that you can have a dehydrator and it doesn't cost you anything. Another way you can dehydrate your food is the greenhouse. You can use a dehydrator to dry all of your herbs and spices and even fruits and vegetables in a greenhouse. Look how warm it can get in here, and it's great for drying things. But let me show you another way you can dehydrate food. So what I'm working on today is I'm taking all of my herbs and I'm making my herb spice mix. Now I did a video about 2 years ago which I shared with everybody how I make my own Mrs. Dash. But here we have some thyme, some sage, 2 different kinds of oregano. Here we have some celery leaves and we have some parsley leaves. And that's how I make my mix. And then when everything is dehydrated, then I go ahead and I add some dried pepper flakes and I will add some garlic. I'm going to show you with that when it's all done. But right now it's going to take me about 2 hours and I take all the leaves off the stems. So I'm going to work on that and then I'll show you when I'm done, and then I'll show you after everything's dried. And in the summertime, how I dehydrate my herbs it is electric free and it is using the sun oven. This is the All-American sun oven. I also have a solar sun oven that's a cheaper one. It works okay for dehydrating herbs, but it's not very good for anything else. So we're going to get both these dehydrators going and I'm going to show you how I dry my herbs. All-American Sun Oven is top of the line for using solar for cooking. We're at 100 degrees ready, which is great for drying herbs. Then here is my cheap one. Now I don't know if they even make these anymore, but this one was really cheap. And the name of it is Solavore.com. But this one works for some things, but it is actually pretty hot in there already. It's 200 degrees. So we're going to get our herbs in here and get them drying. So we're going to wash these herbs real good and we're going to try to dry them as much as we possibly can. We're going to lay them as single file as we can because we want them to dry crispy. All right, we got to close this up real quick, latch it tight. And that is the first one's done. Now we're going to go ahead and do the second one. This is my cheaper sun oven. We put parchment paper down and we take all the herbs that we harvested. Now we harvested some celery, some parsley, some sage. We harvested some thyme and different kinds of oregano. Now, if you don't have a sun oven, you can do this just in the sun on a screen. You don't have to have a sun oven to do this. So the name of this sun oven is Silverlore sun oven. This is a very cheap one. And then we have the All-American sun oven. Now this is amazing. The All-American sun oven is pretty expensive, but it is actually amazing. So now what we're doing is we're dehydrating our herbs in here. It won't take more than about an hour and a half to 2 hours. I'm going to share with you how I make my Mrs. Dash depending on how all seasoning mix. Now I did a video on this a couple years ago, but I'm going to share with you how to make it totally off-grid. It doesn't take any electricity to mix this up together, and I'll show you in about an hour to 2 what it looks like with everything dried. So as you see, we washed our herbs and we took some of the leaves off the stems. I leave some of the stems on. It really doesn't matter because you're going to scrunch it all up real fine anyhow. So there you go. I'll get back to you when we're on our next step. What I like to do is, after I have these herbs, I will put in some dried garlic and dried onion, whatever herbs I have in the house, and we add to it, and it's amazing. And it lasts us for a long time. I do this about 3 times a year, and this will last us then the whole year. right, so now we have our herbs cut, and now we put them in here. So this turns into a big dehydrator. And in a matter of a couple days, everything will be dried. It's amazing.